Don't tell me what to do, you're not my mom's boyfriend.
All right, Southeast Game Exchange 2026. How's everybody doing today? Let me introduce our all-star panel of voice actor guests. First of all, there's a man who needs no introduction. Beyond Sonic, he's done various different characters in various games and anime, and he is your current voice of the man, the icon, the legend. Give it up for Mr. Roger Craig Smith. So Sonic is all about generations. The Southeast Game Exchange is amazing enough to give you 2 generations of the one and only 20th anniversary birthday boy, the symbol of hope, the one and only Silver the Hedgehog. We have first, the OG Silver the Hedgehog. Give it up for Mr. Pete Capella. And from the OG to the new G, the newer voice of Silver the Hedgehog, give it up for Mr. Quinton Flynn. First of all, for those of us who don't know who you are, and those who might be watching at home, introduce yourselves.
I'm Roger Craig Smith, voice of Sonic the Hedgehog obviously for purposes of this panel. I'm a voice actor, that's what we do. Just Google. Just Google. It's so much easier.
I am also Googleable. I'm Capella, original voice of Silver the Hedgehog, and then a bunch of other things, do voice stuff, do on-camera stuff. Big fan of both Quinton and Roger. I said it first.
My name's Quinton Flynn. Take 2. My name's Quinton Flynn. That's better too. And it's so great to be here with you guys. Even though we have different names, because our mom changed it that way for the stage, Pete Capella and I are brothers. And you'll know that when you hug us, if you hug us, we have pay extra for that. Because we both smell good and have great hair. So you can tell.
True story.
I follow Pete as Silver and do a lot of improv. I've done a lot of characters you may know from Kingdom Hearts, Axel, Metal Gear, Ryan, back to the Marvel days, Spider-Man, Venom, and Timon and around the world, and Timon and Pumbaa. But I'm just grateful to be here. It's a wonderful turnout because if you weren't here, we wouldn't be here.
It's all about the fans. It's all about you here. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, so first question that I have for all of you all, since you all are now very much seasoned with Sonic and with the characters that you played with Sonic, tell everybody here, what was your first reaction to seeing the characters that you played? Like the very first time that you actually saw what Sonic looked like, what Silver looked like. What was your very first reaction to seeing that character?
Mine was,
I remember the first time I saw Silver because when I auditioned for him, they didn't have the character design yet. So I was just given some descriptive words. So the first time I saw him was when I recorded the trailer for the E3 convention. That was called E3 convention that year, and said the first line I ever recorded as Silver, which was, "I finally found him, the Endless Trigger." And that's when I saw his design. And the only lip flap that I ever did, the only time I ever matched his mouth movement.
If I was to have a reaction to any of the designs that have been present since I've been doing it, I think it was when they did Sonic Boom. And to this day, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around why they would wrap athletic tape around the outside of the shoe. Because if you're running, wouldn't it just start to wear out and, right? So unlike Quinton's sort of like, whoa reaction, I was like, what? What? And the scarf? Okay. Is his neck cold? Or, yeah. But no, at this point, I was 14 years old when the Genesis came out, somewhere around there, and I can remember the first time walking by a Circuit City. Anybody under 50 remember that?
Circuit City.
Exactly. Where service is state of the art. And I remember seeing the game being advertised in a window on a tube TV, and just thinking, man, that game goes so fast. And then here we are, and it's quite surreal. So yeah, I think my reaction, I think to this day, my reaction is much like Quinton's. It's still kind of like, what? You come here and you meet fans, and you just go like, yeah, that's right, we get to be a part of this. That's insane. Like, that's, what? Okay.
So that's what I was going to say too, is that you brought up Boom. That was going to be my follow-up question after that, because you can honestly do an entire panel just on the designs and the changes that they did on Boom alone. Because we love Boom the cartoon, for sure. But yeah, those raps were...
That's a cue to applaud, but nobody did, so there you go.
Because we all love Sonic, isn't everybody? So, you grew up with the Genesis. You you kind of grew up with that. Pete, when did you first start really playing through the games with Sonic? Did you start playing before Silver 6?
I had a Nintendo Entertainment System. Roger and I are around the same age, I believe. I'm a little younger.
A lot younger, I'm sure.
No, I don't
No,
think
because I was going to say, I grew up on a television, not the
No, so
Genesis.
did I. So did I.
I grew up with Atari, so...
I had an Atari 2600. But because we had a Nintendo, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so there was no way we were going to have two consoles. Also, my parents had already co-opted the Nintendo from us because they found Tetris, and that's all they did was play Tetris. So I had to have friends that had the Genesis to play Sonic, and I was never good at it.
So I was that friend.
Yeah,
I was the neighbor's friend with Sonic.
Okay, cool.
I knew of the Sonic franchise, but I was unfamiliar with it. So when they brought me in, everything was new to me, and I hadn't heard Pete. And we just kind of worked it out, you know? And the longer I'd done it, and actually, Pete and I met at a convention, started talking about it, and I started to dig into it, and I started understanding what was going on. And it's really cool. I love it.
Awesome. Excellent. So, out of the characters that you've done, out of Sonic and Silver, out of the characters that you've done, what traits of that character that you portrayed through them relate to you the most? Like, what traits of Sonic and Silver relate to Roger Pete? What relate to you the most?
Mostly consumption of chili dogs. Anybody who's been at my table long enough knows that.
What all you put in your chili dog?
I don't think cringe in the audience of you going, that's a fart joke. Don't do that. Don't. You're a grown man. Don't do that.
I saw you heard the story at my table, but Silver was based off of when they first got the audition. They didn't know much about him yet. They hadn't fully developed what he was going to be. As a matter of fact, it took a month or two for them to book me between when I auditioned and when I booked. I forgot I did it. But they were like, he's young and naive with a chip on his shoulder and fighting for his future. And at that time, my younger brother was serving in Iraq and Afghanistan in the mid-2000s, and so I based the voice off of him. But what really speaks to me for the character is that forever optimism of like, this, no matter how bad the future is, no matter how bad it is present day right now, that we will get through this together. And I think that comes, I feel that a lot in both the character and myself.
As I always say, he's the symbol of hope.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fart thing. And the fart.
That too.
Yeah, for me, it was just attitudinal shifts here and there. They wanted him to kind of be a bit action-oriented, but like Pete said, a little bit of chip on his shoulder, which is easy for me because I grew up in Cleveland. And I remember when my first acting class, I had a teacher who was doing a critique of us after a scene. And she said to me, she said, what's with the chip? What are you talking about? Just the chip on your shoulder. What's this? You had an attitude. You're from New York? No, I'm from Cleveland. What's that? I go, oh, well, I think I can apply that to any character. She said, except the one you're doing in this scene. I said, that's your opinion. She goes, you did it again! So that's what I do. And of course, they wanted a revved up version of that, so, Meteor Smash! Which is far better than Meteor Smash. So yeah, that's it. I would just kind of bend and wave and shift as Jack Fletcher was directing me. Do you guys work with Jack? Yeah. And the people from SEGE were in the back. And then in between times, we were on the other side of the glass and they'd be directing. And Jack was really low key. He'd be like, well, hold on a minute. He'd turn off the talk back and he'd look at them and they'd be going. And usually any actor on the other side of the glass is thinking, well, they didn't like what I just did. What did I do? What are they thinking? They're talking way too long. And then they come back and Jack says, I'm sorry we were so long. We were just talking about what we were going to order for lunch. Oh, good. All right, job security. Thanks, buddy.
I gotta say, having chili dogs is one of your top reasons for relating to. So, what do you put on your chili dog?
Cheese. I mean, cheese is a given, right, for chili dogs. Yeah, I don't get too creative. I mean, there's so much already going on in the chili if it's done right. That, that and tapioca pudding.
Have you seen the recipe for chili dogs in?
Tough crowd. It's a tough crowd. It's okay. I get it. It's It's tough to do comedy in a venue like this. How about that local sports team? Am I right, everybody? All right, hey, sports. Yeah. How about that airline food?
Have you seen the recipes in the Sonic official cookbook? Have you tried that one out yet? With espresso chili?
I own the cookbook. I even own a Sonic toaster.
Yes.
I have a Sonic toaster. But yes, no, I don't know that I've actually done any of the recipes. But I've heard from fans that it's good, so we can vouch. Yeah.
Oh no,
it's not a cookbook.
Me and my wife, we actually made it. It's very, very good.
I don't tell that. What did you make? The chili?
With chili,
Chili,
and we
yeah.
actually did the espresso. We added a little tiny bit of sweet ketchup and a little tiny bit of cayenne pepper. Extra on top of it. It was really, really good.
I'll make it.
It will make you go fast. If you're...
Hey, G, I got a question for you.
Yes,
Are you obsessed with food?
a little bit.
What's up with the attitude? What's up with the chip on your shoulder?
That's the trait we
Are
learned.
you from Ohio?
Quinton, do you have any pieces of Sonic merch that you either found or that maybe somebody has gifted to you that you treasure the most that you want to talk about?
Well, honestly, I have a particular T-shirt that I like, but what I like the most is the fan art that I've gotten from you guys. Because I don't collect anything for me. If there's anything I find, I like to bring it to the fans, you know. And but yeah, the fan art I've got is incredible. Also, when you guys come up and cosplay, it's really cool. Yeah. Is it Hannah Grace? Is that it? Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
There's a couple silvers here.
Yeah, there's a few silvers.
Three, I meant to.
Yeah, between yesterday and today, it's just awesome to see that reflected in the passion that you guys have.
Awesome. So that's what I had for you. Now, Pete, I have a question specifically for you that I haven't asked you before. So, you're very much just like me, very much attached to Silver, like one of my favorite characters in the franchise. You know, Sonic has all these games. Shadow got his very own game. What would you want to see in a Silver the Hedgehog game? If he got his own game. You want to see that, right?
I didn't even have to give an answer. It was, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Silver's future. I want to know, after the effects of Sonic 06, what did the future turn to? And I think that one fan online, that guy Korn, who did the art stuff, I think he did a great job of portraying what that future might be with SEGE and SEGE kind of running the Robotnik empire now. And I think seeing Silver in the future and having the entire game take place there would be really, really cool.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
I had an idea of something similar to that, but if anybody is here familiar with like Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time,
Oh, yeah.
where he could actually use his time manipulation to solve puzzles and defeat enemies along with the homing attacks and the bridging abilities of Sonic Frontiers.
That's what
That'd be
I
amazing.
was telling Pat the other day, and they were kind of laying it out and said, how would you get Silver? And I said, well, time travel, time machine, and I was asked the same question, how do you see Silver? What would you like to see? I said, well, between me and Pete and Bryce, I'd like to see into the Silververse.
Yes. I was talking about that with in an interview with Ryan, that if you wanted to see a whole Sonic verse, like, what would you want to see? And that's absolutely, I would love to see that. I would love to see it. Silver throughout the generations.
Well, it's funny because a lot of the people will come up to the table and we're like, what about, like, can you believe that Quinton's here or Bryce is here and you're both here? It's like, I love these guys. We are all, like, all of us love each other and nobody's in competition with each other and we just love, it's so much more fun to be able to act together. What? Oh, he's farted again.
I can't believe neither one of you guys wanted to go with if there was a Silver game, surfing simulator.
And that's funny because I am a surfer. And I have silver surfing prints at my table.
Good.
I messed up.
Good.
I go back to
Thank you.
Hey, that can be a mini game in it.
Yeah, that's
the possibilities endless. Hear me out. For the next, whenever they do a full campaign like they did for Shadow, like the hopeful year of Silver, for whatever anniversary it is, Sonic X Silver Generations. How about it? How about that? Make it happen. Now for you, Roger, because we love the Sonic Boom cartoon, like legitimately, it's my favorite. There you go.
Nice job. This time you guys got it. There you go.
There's what we need.
That's so good.
You got any?
First one, we all love the Sonic Boom cartoon.
Cricket.
Great. Continue, sorry.
You're good. So, I gotta hear more. You gave me a little bit last time. You gotta hear more. Tell us the Dave the Intern story. Do you have any fun Dave the Intern voicing stories that you can tell?
No, other than like it was like exceptional. Like I know that particular character kind of creeped out both Cindy and Colleen the most. Doing that like next to them, and it was one of the most enjoyable characters I've been able to voice because he's just so deliciously demented and weird and so awkward.
Typecasting, basically.
Exactly. No, that's why Jack was like, "We're gonna have Roger do this one." But no, just other than the fact that Dave the Intern is in the entirety of my career as Sonic, any project, any game, anything. That sounds like a Pizza Hut commercial. Over any of that, the favorite line that I have, or my favorite memory from all of it, is as Dave the Intern with the line, "Don't tell me what to do, not my mom's boyfriend." Best line I've ever said in any project I've ever done. It's like it's well written. There's so much going on.
Was it written? Did you improvise it?
Oh no, it was written. It was written. That's why I read it. I looked at it. I was like, "Who wrote this? This is brilliant." Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom's boyfriend. It's like there's so much darkness. I to this day I love that.
I mean, I can't blame you for loving that so much. You got to play the most canonically evil character in the Sonic.
Oh yeah, no, he
movie.
was.
Why not?
And again, I would probably take a body posture. I don't know, like when we all do things like nobody wants to see yourself voice act because of the weird things you do to contort and faces you make. But during this sky was you. And I would just like watch like Cindy and Colleen go, I hate you when you do him. It's not normal. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
We had too much fun on Boom.
Well, you can tell.
The fact that they left athletic shoes, the tape around athletic tape around your shoes, right? Nobody, if you've not seen it, just
Look closer.
white grip tape around the outside of the shoe. I didn't understand it.
Well, I'm not the only one that noticed that.
No, not that you need to have logic with a talking blue hedgehog. Doesn't have to make sense scientifically speaking, but yeah, the athletic tape.
Oh, we can tell y'all had fun. I mean, like every single episode that I've seen on it, I can tell you absolutely had a blast with it. Everybody.
Anytime.
For those of us out there, want to live the dream, like you all, do you have any aspiring advice that you can give to anybody who wants to get into the realm of voice acting?
Don't. Anyway.
Take acting classes. It's not about, and we all have the voices that we can do. You're gonna be able to manipulate that up and down to a certain extent, but nobody likes these people likes these characters for their voices. They like them because of how they brought them to life, and that's all from the acting. So take acting classes.
Acting. Don't. Best advice.
Yeah,
Don't bother.
Yeah.
And just stay curious, stay passionate, stay dedicated to what you're like hoping to do. I think a lot of people fixate on whether or not, and they say things like, "I'm aspiring." Like you're not aspiring. You're on your journey. Just stay on it. Like you'll be shocked. You bounce all over the place. It was like it's never linear. And so yeah, stay curious, passionate, dedicated, and you'll find a way. You'll make it. You'll make your own career. Because that's just what it is. Like you just gotta find a way of doing it yourself. That's the good news and the bad news. It's up to you.
Because we all took different paths to get here, and yet here we all are, and it's amazing. I would say, absolutely, what Pete said, it's all about acting, and I would add that it's a good idea, in my opinion, to take improv classes because when we get into the booth, we have directors giving us direction. And having the ability to be flexible to take that direction or critique and take it not personally, but be able to shift with it and be a part of the team is playing. And as kids, we all have great imaginations, and you can snap into a scene like that. You weren't self-conscious, you weren't worked up. But over the years in school, we lost recess and we got into structure and formality. And so as an adult, where is it? It's gone. And you're gonna feel nervous when you start improv, just like you might with acting. Without lines, you get to kind of flow and go, and it just makes you centered and feel more like yourselves, and being able to interact like we're doing now, one thing at a time. So, and of course, on top of that, take some voice acting classes.
Yes. All sound advice. Excellent advice. Give it up for me, y'all. We're going to do a little bit of Q&A for the audience here. Sound good? Sound good?
No.
Tell me why. Of course.
Yes, it is marvelous. Yes, and.
All right, who's up for Q&A?
If y'all could have any second character in Smash Bros. From the Sonic universe, what would you want it to
Big the Cat for me.
Yes.
Big.
He'd just be like Snorlax. He would just knock everybody off the screen in one hit.
I'm a Tails fan.
Yes.
I'm very much a Tails fan. He's smarter than everyone else.
What would you like to see?
I'm not gonna I don't know that much about Sonic.
By the way, you're doing this for your cousin.
Yes, I am learning.
I see. So your cousin sends you to do her dirty work?
Yes, he's there.
Okay,
I
gotcha,
was
yeah.
like, you know what?
I would say Knuckles for me.
Good.
I like that.
Knuckles makes the most sense.
So there's glasses. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I assume you all played at least some of the games on the Pro Second Floor. What was your favorite?
I'll say Sonic and the Black Knight. I love that game. It's awesome. It's such a cool thing to combine two lores at one time. I think it was really awesome. Also, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to give these guys time to think. If I'm not mistaken, I recorded enough lines where Silver was going to be a main character, and then I think they decided to just make him the multiplayer character, which was a bummer. But
Well, my honest answer, and it comes up at my table a lot, is whatever character I'm playing at that time, because I'm giving it 110%, and acting is being, doing, and playing. So I'm in every character I've done, whether it be a video game or any other medium. So I'm loving it, just like I'm loving this. So I leave it up to you, the fans, to tell me your favorite incarnation.
it's the most beautiful, beautiful cop-out I've ever heard.
That's great.
This is a very interactive Q&A.
I'm gonna go with it's a bit of a my very first video game project ever was a game called Castle Shikigami 2.
Yes.
It's on a website called audioatrocities.com. If you want to hear some of the worst voice acting on earth, it's me in that game, because we literally recorded a game that had been like translated, I think, from 3 different languages into English. And then it was me and a recording engineer at a studio in Tustin, California on a Friday afternoon, because we just had to get it done. He called me up, he's like, "Are you around?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "You want to come do a video game?" I'm like, "Yes, I've never done one." And so we did it, and it was atrocious. It made audioatrocities.com. It's still like on like their top 10. It's the most disconnected, like, "I am Kim DeJohn of 7 homes and 6 moms." And you're like, "What?" And that's what we did. That was one of my favorites. It was the very first video game I ever did, and it went directly into the bargain bin at Target.
Has anybody here ever heard of Monkey Island?
Yes. Yes. My wife loves
That
Monkey
is Mr. Fossey. Pretty good. Get out of here. Monkey Island was my first foray into the video game world, and back then it was like, what am I doing?
Funny, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna act in a video game. I'm like, I've never seen that in my life. He goes, oh, it's a new thing. It's gonna take off.
So note to self, next time I see you, to bring my copy of Castle Shikigami for you to sign.
Yes, please.
My question for you guys is like on a technical perspective, like, where do you find the voices in, like in the nose, the throat, the chest, like where do you guys go like physically when you're performing the role?
All of those.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Yeah.
Full body experience, mind, body, spirit, whatever's happening. I mean, I'm sure you guys are similar, you just kind of shift and go, whatever you're doing, right?
Totally, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think too, and I think a lot of people assume that we walk into a booth and go, "Well, here's the voice I'll be doing for you, and you're welcome." It's so collaborative, it's always collaborative. You're always listening to your director, you're always listening. The director has the ear of the client, the writers, producers, that kind of thing. And it's, I mean, from even now, I walked into Sonic Frontiers and it was a completely different direction than we had been doing. So it's always that. And yeah, I think if you're trying to be genuine to a performance, you're gonna go in your head voice, you're gonna go in your breath, you're gonna do all these different things. You know, you're gonna look creepy while you do Dave the Intern. It's a full body experience, like what you were saying, yeah.
You might do all of it in one session as one character.
Thank you guys so much, I really appreciate it.
It's a great question, dude.
Thank you. It's an excellent question.
Thank you.
Real quick, when we go on to the next person, can I just say, Roger, for your role in the performance in Sonic Frontiers, just for a way to give Sonic so much love, was just incredible. I just want to say that.
Well, that's Jack Fletcher. That's our director, my director of the last 16 years. And credit to Sonic to Sega for deciding that they were going to make a little bit of a performance change with a game that had some more Talking Blue Hedgehog serious themes going on, like father-daughter things, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm glad that it worked. I'm glad that it worked because I was kind of going, oh, okay, this is a little different. Emo Sonic.
What are some of the scariest or weirdest fan interactions y'all ever had?
This is it. You terrify me.
Are you asking because you want to like one up it later? Like,
Oh, no.
it's like, I'll give you any.
I'm sure.
Your shirt doesn't say Sega, does it?
Lock and Harmon, what can I say?
Yeah, it's
I'm always thrilling when someone asks me to sign them and that they're going to get it tattooed. I love it.
That's all right.
I'm obviously a tattoo fan, but I'm always just like, guys, are you sure that you want this? Like that? And there was one guy at a Sonic Expo, I believe, that asked me to sign his forehead, and I made him promise me that works. What a turn your chest. He asked me if I would sign his forehead, and I was like, as long as you don't get that tattoo, like you cannot do that. He did not. He did.
Somebody brought me chicken Alfredo once
That's insane.
from home.
That's insane.
And then when I asked him, how did you get here? He said he did like an 11-hour drive. And I was like, so this chicken Alfredo has been sitting in your car for all I know for like the last 14, 15 hours kind of a thing. And the guy was the nicest guy ever. I'm sure it was amazing. I did not consume it.
They always say homemade gifts are the best things, right?
Yeah.
But maybe not one that's been 11
Maybe
hours
not
in the car.
12-hour-old chicken Alfredo.
Yeah, maybe not that.
What's one of the sweetest like fan interactions that you've had? Like one that you just remember forever and ever?
Oh, so from this one?
there you go. Nailed it. I can't say there's just one. I mean, I had one yesterday that was amazing. She's here in the audience. I don't want to point her out, make her feel uncomfortable. Then again, she might love it and go, I'm a star! But any interaction where you guys are vulnerable and honest about how much the character means to you, the story, the scene, where you were in your life when it was the most meaningful. And that happens quite often, and that's really special.
What I love is that I'm pretty outspoken about my beliefs online, and so outside of the game, Silver has kind of become a representative of the underrepresented, whether it be your color, your sexuality, your gender, whatever. Silver has kind of become a champion of those who aren't championed, and I love any of those interactions where someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, listen, I felt safe because of your character, so thank you." And that stuff, I will cry once a convention at least, because those interactions are really special to me.
It's actually very true that like we are the lucky few in this industry who get to, because we are the voices of these characters and we can represent something tangible. You can meet us, shake our hand, and talk to us, and we can do the voice and whatnot. I think that's a very privileged position in which to find ourselves, and we get to hear all the amazing stories, and we're so fortunate to be a part of these things because so many writers, producers, and animators, and songwriters, and all that, the direction, everything, the IP itself, the fact that the voice actors very often get to be on the receiving end of so many incredible stories is there's just too many. It's so hard to like nail down one moment, because I've had like thousands of them. Like there's just been like literally every single con you meet people that touch you because they're telling you touch you in that sense. Because they're telling you that something you were a part of had a big impact on them, and it's incredible. Yeah, we're very lucky.
I would just add to that, if I may. There's still time for you to create that magic moment with us at our tables and booths right after this mountain.
Or the weirdest experience later, if you want to go for that one, for a record.
In the years that you've spent voice acting, can you recall a specific voice line or voice performance that you're most proud of? It doesn't even have to be from a Sonic game specifically.
Don't tell me what to do, you're not my mom's boyfriend.
I always like the line, "I will protect the future."
Mine is, I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes.
Awesome, thank you.
This is the lightning hour.
I like you.
I'm not sure if we're allowed to say this or not, but will you be reprising your role as Thomas in the upcoming season of regular show Lost Tapes?
Man, the weather here in Greenville is something. Stay tuned, let's say that.
All right.
We did many things in 7 seasons. It would be a little bit weird if I wasn't coming back, but whether or not it says a particular character you know of, we'll see.
Right? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Second came to you and was like, hey, we need an idea for a game. They just asked you, what would you pitch?
Into the Silververse.
He's got our back. He's got our back.
It would be like Into the Silververse, co-starring Sonic.
Yes.
All right,
Well, you know,
with Sonic.
Into the Silververse. No, I think there's so much to explore. Why not, right? Like, yeah, I mean, we're in that era. Into the Silververse.
All right.
They've got it on tape.
You're
They've
from
got
the
it on
neighborhood
tape.
Silver? You're from the neighborhood Silver. How about that?
So we know that Sonic's favorite food is chili dogs, Shadow's its coffee beans, and Tails its mints. What about Silver's favorite food?
I would love some samosas.
Pepsi Cola from the soda shop. Made with real sugar.
The voice of a generation.
No, it's not. If your food is silver, you should not eat it. No.
Yeah, I guess so. Chelated silver.
Silver is not edible.
Anything in a silver can.
Do you have a favorite franchise that you would love to be able to voice over?
X-Men. 100% X-Men. I will play anything in X-Men.
Portal.
Oh!
Love that name. Howard Till to do anything in Portal.
I think I'd like to be Red Dead Redemption.
That would work.
Speaking of Red Dead, stick around because that panel is also coming up next. But thank you all for everybody for coming in. I'm Jason, the Next Level, your friendly neighborhood Sega historian and Sonic enthusiast since 1991. And on behalf of Roger, Pete, and Quinton, thank you all so much. And we'll see you on the next level.